up another scene right off the bat. I was hoping to go cash in the quest, but hey. Whoops! He forgot his ringer was on. How embarrassing. Another urgent request? Lloyd speaking. Bingo. Wow, thank goodness I could reach you. Who's speaking? Can you tell from hearing my voice? It's Jona. Jona, the genius Jona Sacred? It's you. Hey, just how do you know this number? Isn't it obvious that I've searched the police database? Man, police security is too much like a sieve, right? Well, as for top secret stuff, it doesn't look like there's anything in the database, though. You? Who's it from? The hacker boy. Can't believe that kid. So what do you need? It's not just to be boasting your hacking skills, right? About that. I was thinking you could take a request from me, see? What? Well, if I know more accurately, I just want to borrow Tio's help. So for now, I thought to use you guys to tell her. Look here, we're busy. If this is some private matter, as you'd expect, you'll have to allow us to refuse. If you call it private, it indeed is a private matter. If I gave you a big reward, we're not the bracers. We have no intention of accepting compensation directly. Wow, aren't you all important stuff? Even though I say its reward isn't Mira. I've got a memory core it's packed with information you guys might want. What if it's that? What a great reply. Anyway, come to my place. I'll tell you the details then. Understood. What was that? Well, Lloyd explained Yona's request to Elie and the others. I see. Sheesh, what a prankster. What's more, he's really taking advantage of us. For now, it seems that it would be good to go and listen to what he has to say. It seems he wants my help, and conversely, maybe it could be us taking advantage of him. I don't particularly want to do that kind of tactic, but rather, why didn't he just contact Tio directly? I dare say he's mortified. I just defeated him thoroughly in a drop game match 2 days ago, after all. That's Tetris, I believe. Is that so? I don't know much about drop games, but it seems certain that kid is no match for Pettiot. I think I might be mispronouncing it. It's supposed to be Pettiot or something like that. Because he's fundamentally a spoiled child. If you don't have something else to do, we should go to Jona's place. I'm interested in the contents of Jona's request. Is that so? Let's try going there. By going there we mean special sports section, I hope. Because I remember I did not get a promotion last time. You owe me a promotion game. Make with the goods, Fran. Seriously? Wow. We feed the feline? I don't remember. I don't know if he has to be fed daily or chapter-wise or what. Feline, how you holding up? That seems sleepy. You shouldn't be concerned about him, right? Damn. So I want to stop at the orphan shop. I don't even know if I have any. Like, the thing is, we're going to do something every single day of the anniversary festival, I can already tell. So that means we're not going to be getting any new equipment or anything like that, so any quartz I have will not go towards any, any septium will not go towards any new quartz, I meant to say. That's why I got kind of messed up. So as such, the best thing I can get is probably slots. Don't really care about the guys at the moment. Oh god. Okay, this is like the worst one, but it's kind of cheap. We'll get him that one and give him this one. That way, in case I get something for them, I have the slot open for them. EP-wise, she went up from like 420 to 570. Meanwhile, the guy's got like 30. So I'm trying to remember how to tell what size they are. I don't think you can tell on that screen. That's the special support section. I'm trying to remember how I find this place. It's a residential district, isn't it? I'm probably gonna have to put a break in the video real soon. Probably after the scene. How nice of you to come. How nice of you to come my ass. Seems that you need our help, but what kind of business do you have? Actually, I want your help with some hacking. I'm leaving. Wait a moment. Why are you leaving all of a sudden? Isn't it obvious? What a funny kid. I think something requesting help for a crime is a little too reckless. I told you guys before, currently it is not a crime. I'm telling you, I won't wage an attack against an enterprise or the IBC. I just want to grab the tail of a troublesome enemy. A troublesome enemy? Did I get a bite? For now, will you at least listen to what I have to say? I think you guys will definitely be interested in this. Understood. In case it's boring, I'll put you through something a bit painful. I'll have you take a 20 chain at palm or something. If you really did that, it would be too humiliating. Seriously, give me a break. Kitty. That's a lovely name, but is there really such a hacker? The line would be meaningless, right? When I first encountered her was half a year ago. When I just hacked several companies, I was suddenly being traced by someone. I was flustered and cut the infiltration route and was able to escape somehow, but that time, as if to disparage me, she sent me her handle named Kitty. Since then, she's interfered in my work every once in a while. Okay. According to stories I heard, it seems those called hackers are very rare existences, but do you really think there's a hacker other than you and Crossbow? I'm certain of it. At first, even I thought there might have been some mistake. To think that there was another genius hacker on the same level as I in this town. Rather than on the same level, no matter how I think about it, I think this Kitty is more skilled than you. Originally, your specialty is system language development. While you may have lost at hacking, maybe you shouldn't get too discouraged. Spare me your unasked for comfort. Anyway, I want to get back at her. I'll calculate her address in some way and seize her access point. That's what I want your help with. Is there any guarantee that Kitty will appear on the net today? I did an analysis and took countermeasures in a way. Seems like Kitty doesn't always stick around the net, but I spread info across the net she might be interested in. Based on her trends up till now, the probability Kitty will appear is 90%. We can't let this chance slip away, right? I see. If that's the case, then the question is, which one of us should be the decoy to lure Kitty out? During that time, the other one will trace Kitty's intrusion point from another access point. If I repeat the process many times, we will corner Kitty. What do you think of that plan? As expected. If it's you and you use that mode, we should be able to catch Kitty. Since even I prepared many things, I have no intention of losing on speed. It's a 2-on-1, we'll definitely be able to catch her out. There are two problems. First, I'll need a suitable terminal from which to support you on hacking. Think about the risk of hacking from the Special Support Section terminal, I don't particularly want to use it. If that's the case, then I know the perfect place. There's a certain number 3 control terminal in the lower stratum of Geofront Division A. Its core router is separate from this terminal, so it should be ideal for a pincer attack. I see. Seems it's convenient. Yeah. I don't get it at all. As expected, they're too technical. Then the other one. Talking about you taking up a moderate amount of our time when we're so busy. Well, that is a bit of a problem. Somehow yesterday's race used up our entire afternoon. Hey now, you can't get away with that. Isn't this a support request? Aren't they something that absolutely have to be done? Let me give you some info as a reward, so please won't you go along with us? You see, that's why we'll take care of this matter alone. Lloyd and the others, please continue the support duties as we have been. Tio, but I'm talking about division of roles. Anyhow, coming down to hacking, I alone will be sufficient. And you all as well. If you're missing one person, it'll be no obstacle to the regular support duties. But that other terminal's in the inner part of the geofront in the front of the station, right? Like you'd expect, isn't that a little dangerous? I think I'll be able to manage somehow. I think I can already deal with the monsters around there by myself. Tio. Let's do this. I will accompany Tio, so Elie and Randy will return to Police HQ for support. That's fine, isn't it? As you might expect, we can't let Pet Tio go along, can we? Petiote. I need to remember to pronounce that correctly. That's right, I'm against the idea as well. Because Police HQ is busy as well, we should be able to handle several odd jobs. But isn't it fine? You shouldn't be a stranger, right? Someone like you, the type to worry about stuff like that? Whoa, why are you mad at me? Understood. But instead, let's take care of any business we have while we still can. Probably once we start the operation, it'll occupy our time until evening. Seems to be the case. I don't think there were any jobs in the computer. Alright, if that's the case, then let's have a detailed briefing. Randy and I will be at Police HQ. Lloyd, take care of Petiote. Leave it to me. Randy, don't skip off work, alright? That's complete nonsense. I'll keep an eye on him, more or less. Tio, do your best. You too, Miss Elie. Alright, once you arrive there, contact me via the Enigma. We'll start the mission then. Understood. I don't really get it, but aren't you going a bit too far? It's no good to cause trouble for the people who use the Orbital Network. You don't need to tell me twice. Both myself and Tio, and probably Kitty too. As if we do an amateurish thing that could be noticed by normal users. We're going to play a 2-on-1 game of tag in this behind-the-scene area of the net. It'll be something like that, so I don't think there's a need to worry. I guess it's fine then. Alright then, I'm counting on you. Well then, I think I'll order a pizza to get myself ready for this. Good grief. Alright then, we'll leave here and head for the front of the Crossbell Station. The inner part of the Geofront A division is in this place, right? Yes, the number 3 control terminal. I'll explain the situation in detail once we get there. Shall we go then? Are they gonna warp me? Wow. The gameplay's on pause. Now then, to reach the lower stratum of the A division, we go down with the elevator on the right. Yes. Do you remember that there was a locked elevator right inside after we went down? Since we'll activate if we enter the authentication code, we should be able to descend to the area below. I see. Say, the authentication code or whatever, how exactly did you get it? Before at the IBC terminal, when I determined Jona's location, I obtained it by chance. I think we can use it just like that. Is that really alright, just using it as we please? The geofront itself is a Crossbell City facility, so legally there should be no problem. We're simply shortening the inquiry process. Really? I guess it's fine. Let's try going down. Yes. Tio, that's rare seeing you two together. Perhaps, are you on a date? Huh? Don't say stupid things suddenly, it's annoying. Tio is always the same. Alright, I'll give you this. He seems to be too much in high spirits due to the anniversary festival. I must scold him later. Tio, your face is scary. I say that all the time. Okay, loading my file, I found out it's been about 2 weeks since I last played the game. In case you're ever wondering, I make large... Like, I'll sit and play a game for a while, day-wise, build up a huge buffer, and then hop to something else while I wait for interest to rekindle. It's this way. That's why, even though I'm like... Wait a second, is this the right way? So as I was saying, that's how come, even though I'm probably like 2 weeks behind in Tiny Metal from where I actually am, as you've seen this, I have that all done. That's why I'm moving on to visual novels and stuff for most of August, while this works on the side as well. The elevator appears to be locked. No response from pushing the button. This is the elevator that descends to the A Division's lower stratum. I'll enter the authentication code. Tio opened the control panel and punched in an 8-digit number. It's activated. Alright, shall we head down? Where is that terminal on the lower floor? Most likely in the deepest part of the lower floor. I think it'll be a long walk, so it's best if we stay on guard. Yeah. You were going to go to such a place alone. So the monsters will have to be in either fewer number or lower stats if we're going to be there, because we need 2 guys. Anyway, compared to the upper stratum, the lighting seems to be the older type. Perhaps they were constructed at different times? Yes, it looks like this area was constructed initially. The geofront itself is a product of the urban planning which has been going on for 20 years. Because of haphazard specification changes, its structure has become complicated, it seems. I heard stories from Miss Elie about construction orders being tied to congressmen's interests. I see. Even so, it's a pretty spacious place. Did you think you'd come here by yourself? You see... No, I'm sorry. It's fine. Anyway, let's try not to get hurt. I'll protect you with everything I've got. Understood. Oh, that means craft time. Mr. Lloyd, if you want, would you like to try a craft used in combination? I might not be able to do it well like Miss Elie or Mr. Andy, but... Yeah, I think that might be good. Alright, since we're by ourselves, let's take this opportunity to practice it. Yes. Omega Strike. Wow, this one's a lot bigger. Where are we? Okay, so it was locked from the front, and we just unlocked it through the back. Later. I'm hoping that's enough to reset them. Nope. Okay, fighting here is a lot more difficult without Randy to bail us out. Yeah, payment here is not the greatest. Marble ring, what does that do? Mute. I will go ahead and put that here, because I read the writing on the wall. So one thing that is kind of cool is Lloyd can be paralyzed during the team rush. And there are a lot of monsters here. Ochu wannabe? Payout here is not that good. I assume it's just due to the low number of monsters. Don't worry about getting these characters further ahead of the others, because the way the EXP system works, the others will catch up anyway. It's up to you on how intensely you want to fight. Gentle coat. Men only. At this point, yeah, I don't think the 2 strength is really worth it. is complicated. So make sure that no treasure chests appear on the map. Besides, even if she got down here, how would she get back? What's this? A giant ventilation fan for geofront ventilation. Normally outside disasters and emergencies it is stopped, but Tio operated the portable terminal. I found a past instance. It seems that's highly possible it's working due to a malfunction. It seems there are others too. I see. If you say that, then we have to stop all of them, right? Yes, we can stop them with that device. Let's go check the other one. And we killed those two innocent creatures for a tiara ball. Tiara ball. I'm not really sure how those are pronounced. And they won't let us just time our movements and hop on there in the middle of the ocean. Name. This may end up being a fairly lengthy video, right? No chain battle. The payout may not be the greatest, but the good news is that slowly replenishing my quartz. My septium, I should say. Probably gonna be getting a lot of flack with people when Cold Steel 3 hits if I keep doing that. And how did that thing get in the middle? Anyway, you guys know how it got out of the middle now. Stupid Uchu. Luckily, the camera angle here is pretty good. I think Tio has ingenuity, which helps her stay charged. I don't know if that thing's ever gonna give up the chase. Double petrify. That's how fast that mission went. So stride heals. I figured that was her only. And it's just a direct improvement, so why not? Crap. Yeah, I'm just running. They need to better maintain these. And that one came to a swift end due to a random freeze from Tio. You could give Lloyd blind protection, make this a little easier on you, but they're weak to earth anyway, so just cast if you want. The Ochus, that is. I don't know about the other ones. They don't blind you, so I don't really know. Okay, 6 of them. Zeit, bail us out. Why the hell are you acting last, stupid dog? These are closer. Stupid things cover a lot of ground. At least they're lined up. make with anxiety.
行きます。えい。行くぞ。
Triple petrify, wow.
私の番です。
So let's just try to shatter. Stupid rat, go splat. Your turn.
さてと。
Giving the turn here to Lloyd because I want to get the CP back that he spent. Looks like he tried to petrify it again. Move 3. I don't know, maybe Elie could use it. You can see that Lloyd has really nice crowd control. Nowhere near Randy good, but still nice. Especially so you can do the petrify and the paralyzed combo compared to Randy who just does poison, blind, and huge areas. Okay, that one went. Have we been over here? That's the boss area. So I'm not too worried about that at the moment. What was on the other side? Okay. So we came out there, went in there, looped around. That's the exit. This is where the boss is going to be. Where are we? Looks like it's our last stop. The number 3 control terminal is probably in a room around here. Tio. This is... Damn, is it the boss of the lower stratum? Tio, can you move? Yeah? Yes, there's no problem.
データ収集を開始します。行きます。
Okay, Fatso, we're gonna put you on a dive.
分析を開始します。情報を入手しました。
Megalo Queen, 4,000 hit points. Resists quite a lot of nasty stuff, including freeze and petrify, as well as paralyze and delay. It can be burned, interestingly enough. I don't know what the other missing one is.
任せてくれ。
Could it be fainted? So this is... or no, that's not actual seal stats. Let's go with some good old-fashioned police brutality, shall we?
Yeah, go! 俺の番だな。さてと。ドライブ開始。
Luckily it doesn't heal like that. Times like this is when I wish there was some sort of quirks you could put where if the enemy is going to summon minions, you get something back for popping the minions, like you can use speed or something. I prefer speed so that you can just like reset chain them into the ground.
分析を開始します。情報を入手しました。
Drops a U material. Never mind. Scratch that. Summon them all, Queenie. This one can be delayed, by the way.
はい。エニグマ駆動。任せてくれ。
So, have I actually hit the other one, really? Yeah, I scratched it.
Yeah! Ah!
Okay, we're gonna need to heal Lloyd.
Yosh!
Lloyd, heal yourself.
Enigma.
Can't have me interrupting
行
Tio.
きます。エニグマ駆動。
Okay, that's gonna give him now a little bit.
それ。
Yosh!
So actually hoping that would interrupt me, to be perfectly honest. Then I could have done something else with it. Instead of just wasting here to burn it. Okay,
私の
Fatso.
番です。
You go splat
ド
now.
ライブ開始。
Yosh!
Sad part, this is only strength, it's not art boost too.
Say, ha! Ta!
それ。
Bonus 7. They both died.
はあ、これで一安心です。
So we know we got a U material. We got mischief also. Somehow we repelled it. Tio, are you okay? It was a pretty hard fight. Yes, there's no problem. Are you alright, Mr. Lloyd? Seems that the defense technique Randy's told me wasn't bad at all. But if Randy and Elie had been here, I could have thought more efficient. I don't know. I've been thinking about how often I've been saved by those two lately. Did I say something funny? No, I was thinking about something. I think the number 3 terminal is through the gate on the right. Let's hurry and activate it. Contact Jona. Let's do it. Mischief. Yeah, I couldn't get this to fit because that was really tempting on her. There's Mischief. That one may not be bad for Elie. So the thing is, from what I understand, art range makes the radius bigger, so I was able to hit them consistently. If I were to do this, we do get Galleon Tower. I can't see what it does exactly. Heal-wise, we get Lunar Craze, whoever that is. I think that inflicts confusion. So yeah, screw it, let's get our art list. Wow. So keep in mind that costs 90, and that's with my 10% discount, so it's normally a 100 EP. And the thing is, I would actually get stuff back as a result. Okay, I see the other ones. Lunar Craze. So it says lower level? I don't know if level is actually associated with any of that. Normally costs 50. Oh. Okay. So what do I lose? I'm gonna try this for the near future. She said right door. This terminal is... It's the number 3 terminal. We'll hack them 2 points. Here in the number 8 terminal, Yona's using without permission. I see. Should we contact Yona? Please. Miss Elie and the others may have contacted us, so please use my enigma. Got it. Lloyd took Tio's enigma. Yona, this is Lloyd. It's you. Are you already there? Yeah, Tio's activating the terminal about now. Okay, then I'll start too. That's right, switch the Enigma communication mode speaker to on. The speaker to on? Please press the red switch on the back of the Enigma. If you do that, others will be able to hear the voice of the caller you see. This one, huh? Lloyd operated the Enigma as he was told and placed it on the terminal. Can you hear me now? I see. Good. Because it uses a bit more EP, I don't normally recommend it, so let's keep it in for when it's needed. I think it's supposed to be on. Yona, I'm ready here. How's the rest of the program? I've been moving the decoy around as much as I can already. I'll contact if Kitty appears, so deal with her. Roger, we'll stand by until then. I'm counting on you. Are our preparations finished now? Yes, all that's left is to stand by. After the hacking is started, I'll be fine by myself, see? Did you understand the reason I said I'd go alone? I see. Actually, just coming here was pretty difficult. Glad everything turned out to be alright. I'm in trouble. I've got nothing to talk about. By the way, Mishi, was it? You really like him, don't you? You even got that strap attached. Yes, that might be true. It is in my nature to not get attached too much to things, but... It's mysterious that I'm still holding on to this for so long. Did you buy it after coming here? If I remember correctly, it's Crossbell's mascot character, right? This was a gift. 5 years ago from Mr. Guy. Guy Bannings. Mr. Lloyd's brother, right? Yeah, of course, that's right. Tio, did you know my brother? Yes. I had no idea. If that's the case, you should have told me sooner. But aren't you from Le Mans State, Tio? Why do you know my Going on a trip for a while? That's so sudden. Where in the world are you going? The Principality of Revache. I said for a while, but really, it'll probably just take around 2 months. Truth is, it's a trip where I'm going to escort a super cute little girl. Tio, have you been to this hospital before? Yes. It was 6 years ago. I didn't plan to not say anything about it. That was you, Tio, wasn't it? You're probably right. It was when I was 9 years old. It was when Mr. Guy took me to my parents' home in Revache. Revache? You are from there, aren't you? Yes. Although I may say it's a hometown I have no special feelings for. I have already abandoned that place. Tio, how are your parents? I think they're fine. Since I left home 3 years ago, I've hardly received any letters from them. Due to certain circumstances, I was a missing person since I was 5 years old. Mr. Guy took custody of me. I was hospitalized for half a year at St. Ursula Hospital. After I recovered somehow, he took me to my parents' home. That's what happened. Why did you leave home again? Mr. Lloyd, you know that I'm a little different from normal humans, right? You aren't. It's the truth. Regarding external phenomenons, I have many times more responsiveness than normal humans. Faint sounds that normal humans cannot hear. The flow of orbital waves normal humans cannot see. The presence of elements normal humans cannot sense. And people's emotions and even their heartbeats. When I attended Sunday school, I was all alone. I saw different things than the neighborhood kids and felt different things than them. And I could clearly feel even unseen ill will and curiosity. Though my parents loved me, there was a limit. Gradually, my home atmosphere became strained. I noticed it. Would have been better if I hadn't returned home, I thought. And before I realized it, I had boarded a train. One to Crossbell via the Republic. Is that so? Tio, that's when you met my brother? Maybe. When he gave me that mascot as a present, Mr. Guy said this. Rest easy. I'm sure you'll become happy. If it's not the case, then call on me anytime. Because together, we'll beat up the sources of your sorrow. That really sounds like something my brother would say, but... right at that time, my brother... I was at a loss. I met someone from the Epstein Foundation. He estimated my responsiveness and at the same time scouted me for the Orbital staff development team that had just launched. Then I transferred to Lamont State and spent 3 years as a Foundation researcher. And 3 months ago, I once again returned to Crossbell. Tio. I'm sorry. That stupid brother of mine disappeared so suddenly. Did not honor his promise to a girl. That's not like my brother at all. Mr. Lloyd. Ah. Looks like that's Jona. Kitty has appeared. Just now, she discovered the bait that I set up. I'm going to corner her, so give me support. Understood. So I'm just a bystander, huh? Tio, don't do anything rash. Roger, you needn't worry.
アクセス A4 システム起動
Start concealment of the second boundary area network resources. Wait for Kitty to come. Aye aye, ma'am. Wait, hey, are you serious? That Kitty, she's already removed her protection. In an instant, that delicious bait I prepared at long pain was... I don't believe it. How was she able to do this? Calm down, Jona. It's likely she's using a whirlwind throughput with all of her might to proceed. Please don't rush. Stay 2 steps ahead and lead her this way. Damn, don't ask the impossible. She's passing through number 4 terminal, number 17 terminal, City Hall main terminal. I've cornered her in the number 25 terminal. She went to your area. Confirmed. So this is Kitty. She sure is fast. Too fast. Aeon system release, starting parallel processing.
行きます
Confirmed it. That's good flow. If you go at this rate, you'll be able to capture Kitty by yourself, right? No, unlike you and Kitty, I am not a true hacker. If Aeon goes down, she'll quickly overtake me. Damn, what'll we do? To prepare for that, raise processing to limit and block Kitty's path of retreat. It's likely that Kitty will shift to your area once again. Choose your timing carefully and please capture her in 0.1 seconds. Jeez. Got it, I just have to do it, right? Then...
A4 システムリミットブレイク
Now. Take that. Alright, caught her. Did we do it? Yes, it looks that way. Are you alright? Yes. Because I raised the processing a little too much, my eyes are spinning. Honestly, I told you not to do anything rash. You know, Tio, about the promise my brother made to you, will you allow me to take it over? If you can't be happy, then call on me anytime, because together we'll beat up the sources of your sorrow. Though it's regrettable, my brother was amazing, both in terms of power and ability to take action. I still don't reach my brother's ankles, but I will do my best. Honoring that promise is the least I can do to show I've become a big man. So... it's a mystery. Because Mr. Lloyd and Mr. Guy are almost nothing alike, but even so, I feel you two are similar somehow. The way your souls are, you two looking in the same direction. My brother and I. Yes. But as expected, you're different. Because you are who you are, Mr. Lloyd. You're not the same as Mr. Guy. You should know that better than anyone, right, Mr. Lloyd? You see? So, if you're going to make me promise anyway, then the details could be different. Nothing. It doesn't have to be right now. A promise made to me with your own words. Whatever you think will be fine. Tio. And I'm not a child. I don't like one-sidedly being protected and helped. Because I'm a Triple S member, the same as you, right? you're right. Exactly right. What's wrong? No, your smiling face. I was thinking it's the first time I've seen it. I wasn't smiling at all. This is, I'm just a little exhausted is all. You don't have to be shy. But that's a waste. Tio, you were super cute before. So if you just smiled normally, you'd be super popular. Super cute. Oh? Whoops. Jona, since when have you been listening? Well, that's the first time I've seen your smiling face, or somewhere around there. Somehow I was able to hear such an uncommon thing. Can't believe someone like you would get flustered over something like that. If you say any more pointless things, I'll do a 40-chain combo in Palm. That'd be technically impossible. Wait, someone like you could actually do it. By the way, Jona, did you find out the true identity of Kitty? Who do you think I am? I've got the address, I'll send it over to you. Okay, let's go bust Kitty's knees. Looks like there's a strange attached file, but... Attached file? What the? Why is something like that in an indexed address? Let's try opening it. This is... The heck is this? Wait just a second here. Could this be... Seems we were hacked as revenge for finding her location. Maybe we were in her poem from the start. If that's the case, it's possible that we captured dummy information. Are you alright? In a situation like that, as you'd expect, there was no time to mask the addresses. If we analyze the addresses, eventually we'll find the access point. No, but... Hey. Leave him alone. For now, let's return to where Jona is. We need to retrieve the memory quartz as our reward. Ah, we talked about that too. Somehow too many things happened and I completely forgot about it. There should be an emergency elevator nearby the exit. Let's activate it and return. Let's do that. Holy crap. This segment so far is almost as long as the previous one. Maybe these will have to be separate videos, I don't know. Depends on how long it is once I cut out all the fights, I guess. Other than the chest and the boss. Oh god, there's still the end of chapter scenes. Okay, yeah, these are gonna have to be 2 separate videos, I think. Crap. It's the end of chapter. It's already evening. Due to one thing and another, we stayed fairly long underground. Right. Tio, is something wrong? It's nothing. Let's quickly go back to Jona and get the memory quartz. Moreover, Kitten's real identity worries me. Yes, I hope we can catch hold of something. So I kind of wondered what the name was in Japanese, if it was Konako or something like that, which is the word for kitten, and based on what she just said right there, it probably was. Rosenberg Studio. Wait a moment. The Rosenberg Studio is the factory making dolls, right? It was along the North Mountain Road. That's right, exactly right. When I analyzed Kitty's address, her access point was there. What kind of joke is this? It's certainly mysterious. What do you mean? If Kitty's at the studio, would there be something funny? You see, currently the spread of the orbital network is in the state... Currently the spread of the orbital network in the state is within the city and St. Ursula Hospital. In addition, the health resort on the opposite shore of the lake, Michelin, is connected. Because wireless orbital waves are unstable, only normal orbital telephones can be used. As for the orbital network that exchanges large quantities of information, it's fundamentally wireline connected. An orbital cable goes along the bottom of the lake between St. Ursula and Michelin. No matter what I think about it, there's no cable connecting the studio on the outskirts of the mountain path. I've had enough. What kind of trick is this? Impossible. Though a mystery remains, so as important as that seems, our efforts bore fruit. May we receive our reward? I got it. If it weren't for your help, I wouldn't have come this far. Jona's been reports obtained. This is the information we're interested in, huh? To be blunt, this is information on Revache's relationships. Related information is included too, so it should be useful to you guys now. Well, I see. This is certainly the information we most wanted. Just for your information, since it's a guy already known, it's likely they're all info already known. I don't know what he's trying to say here. Like, if it's something like a well-investigated guy or something like that. For instance, it's info that something like the top police brass have known for a long time. This is useful. Since we didn't have such information, we were in a slightly troublesome position. Good for you. I'm gonna sleep for the day. Tomorrow I'll again chase after Kitty's true identity using that clue I got as a basis. Do it with moderation. Since it's the anniversary festival, how about going on a date instead of remaining holed up in here? Shut up, it's none of your business. You darn voracious guy with a real life pretending to be a herbivore younger brother. Though the meaning is unclear, it seems like some kind of slander. So, I don't know if I should explain the whole herbivore thing, but it's supposed to be a reference to Japanese men who do not actively chase women. Now that you mention it, Mr. Lloyd, you had a date with Miss Cecile on the first day of the festival, didn't you? Huh? After that, you spent time with the beautiful Seeker sisters. I see. So the words of experienced people have weight. Miss Tio, what are you trying to say? Nothing in particular. But as you can see, Lloyd is starting to build his harem here, so to speak. Wonder if Elie will get one too. Or Petiote. Connecting the record crystal. With this, we can access the entire content. You put together a lot. Up until now, there's been many things we didn't understand in the Revache intel. This might be the first time we understand anything definite. Then, shall we look things over? Yes. About the largest mafia organization existing in the Crossbell State. Its history is old, thought to date back around the year 1130 of the Septium calendar, when the Crossbell State was formed. Like it can be understood from its naming of & Co. At first, it built a fortune with smuggling between the Empire and the Republic, and then single-handedly took the dark side of Crossbell State. At present, its illegal businesses are very diverse. It's been confirmed weapons smuggling, dealing in stolen goods, land speculation, manipulating stockholder meetings, mirror laundering, management of every kind of sex industry, intermediation agency for the Jaeger Corps, and so on. Since it has close relationships with influential congressmen, many of its criminal acts avoid to come to surface. Happen many times that even if some of the members are temporarily arrested, they're immediately bailed out. I see, it's a well-organized information. Seems that we have heard until now has been put in order accurately. At any rate, looking at it again, it really is quite something. Yeah, it looks like they're fairly profiting with the illegal activities. Its members' number is roughly 300, including the members inside and outside Crossbell State is estimated they can surpass 500. There are the Jaeger Corps and also many men who have army experience in neighboring countries. Since they deal in smuggling the latest orbital weapons, I believe that's supposed to be orbital, it is thought they have war potential. Despite not being a wide area violent organization, its influence does not stop at Crossbell, but has deep connections with influential persons of the Empire and Republic too. According to the latest information, it seems that they are losing ground to the Heiwei, an opposing organization. But they reinforce their war potential by introducing war dogs, and it's known as they gain back their superiority. Considering all this, it's obvious it's a big organization. Moreover, it seems they have many men with army experience. Yeah, I agree that when we fought those underlings before, they were quite tough. However, those war dogs seem they were used for that motive. Does it mean that even arresting them was a waste? That's right. It would be a bit futile. The person who controls the Mafia organization is representative of Revache & Co. As Revache's president, he is the fifth, but he did not officially take over. Almost 8 years ago, he seized the organization by toppling the fourth with a scheme of betrayal. Maybe because an imperial immigrant, if anything, he lays importance on relationships with the Empire faction members, especially his ties with Chairman Hartman are deep. On the other hand, he maintains channels in the Republic direction. As for why, it can be said that he is a shrewd man conducting himself in a unique area like Crossbell is. Furthermore, it seems he admires the Empire aristocrats, and he appears to like garments and furnitures which have a new, rich, bad taste. So that's supposed to be a nouveau riche, I believe. Well, what to say, he's quite an impressive old man. He has a humorous outward appearance, but what he does is nasty. Moreover, it seems he has a more flexible and sharper mind than we thought. To have connections even in the Republic, though he's from the Empire. Seems quite the troublesome opponent. The personality recognizes the leader of the Mafia organization, a young henchman who works as Revache and co-general manager of the sales department. He was the commanding officer of the Jaeger Corps West Wind Brigade, and 8 years ago they were hired as an implementation unit at the time when Marconi toppled the previous president. Afterwards, he was headhunted by Marconi, and after leaving the Jaeger Corps, he joined Revache & Co. He contributed to the Mafia militarization and to enchant its power. Enhance its power, maybe? In his Jaeger days, he was called Killing Bear, and it is reported that he slaughtered a great number of enemy soldiers with his military combat techniques, which make use of his large build. That man, he was from the Jaeger Corps. The Westwind Brigade. Seems I've heard of somewhere before. It's one of the strongest reputed Jaeger Corps in the western part of the continent. If that guy's what's commanding officer, means his fighting power is no joke. I've also heard that Killing Bear name many times. I see. His strength was amazing for sure. However, Andy, you know so many details. They are just rumors I've heard once. An important politician serving as chairman of the Crossbell State Congress. Also a Crossbell State government representative acting as leader of the Empire faction members. Of noble family descent stretching out to the Empire aristocrats, he set up a Michelin health resort in Crossbell, a giant residence provided with every imaginable luxury. He is an old friend of Revache's President Marconi, and it is proved that he has a close cooperative alliance regarding every kind of concession, smuggling, mirror laundering, and others. Furthermore, last year, though unofficially, he had a meeting with Empire Chancellor Gileath Osborne, showing again his domestic and foreign authority. This is Chairman Hartman? How to say it? He feels more of a grand noble than a politician. However, did he really get an audience with the Blood and Iron Chancellor? Yes, though informally, it seems that Chancellor Osborne visited Crossbell during last year's spring. Though it seems he's met only with Chairman Hartman without seeing my grandfather, repatriated immediately. At that time, it seems it was the hot topic in the political worlds of each nation. Something like that happened. The Blood and Iron Chancellor seems to be quite the famous person. Worries me a little for what purpose he visited him. You'll have to find out in cold steel, won't you? I see. It was quite vague until now, but I became able to see the picture. Yes, a ruthless yet shrewd man on top, and the leader of the young henchman who had a Jaeger military record. And then the relationship with Chairman Hartman. Moreover, what relationship could there be between the chairman and that Blood and Iron Chancellor? It's surely understandable that Crossbell Police came and touch him at all. You're right. Please wait. There was some hidden data inside the memory quartz we were given. Hidden data? Wait, if you say it was hidden, it was the brat who hid it, right? Yes. Seems like he was trying to test if I could notice it. I must punish him later. Be that as it may, can we see the hidden data too? Yes, it's a piece of cake. So I'm not controlling this, it moved on its own. This is the Schwartz auction. That event that lovely Estelle and Josh were talking about. That brat. Didn't he do something nice, eh? Seems it's really an existing event. Moreover, connected to Revache. Yes, I thought it was suspicious. Alright, anyway, should we have a look at it? This time I did have control. The auction that every year Revache holds on the last day of the founding anniversary festival. It's held privately at Chairman Hartman's big residence located at Michelin Health Resort. The articles on display are first class, and there are many works of art, pictures, and jewelry related to stolen goods, bribes, tax evasion, illegal sellings, and so on. Furthermore, nobles and wealthy persons are not only from Crossbell, but also neighboring countries are invited, with the auction functioning as a secret high society event. It seems that for Revache it is a major source of income, while for Chairman Hartman it becomes the perfect place to have close connections with influential persons of each nation. Still more, the auction venue's security is strictly performed by Revache's members. It seems it's impossible to enter unless an invitation card on which a golden rose is engraved. This is unbelievable. To think that such a thing is being held every year. However, it's a bit strange. Despite being secret, it's quite a large-scale social gathering. It's probably strictly regulated by the police and the mass media. Neither would want to make publicity for it. Exactly. Chief? Thank you for your hard work. Good grief, to think you arrived there with your own strength. Well, here won't do. I'll give you an outline in the room over there. Then all of this information in this file is true. That's right. I don't know who researched it, but it's gathered up quite accurately. But all the police top brass know about this, right? Yes, though I can't say all of them. Those above the police inspector class for sure, and probably the whole lot of the first crime division. Even the Bracer Guild, their office in Arios, have probably been aware of this since long ago. It means this is a wall too. Yes, an extraordinarily huge wall. Basically, I don't intend to restrict your actions, but stop poking your nose at least into the Schwarz auction. It's too much of a responsibility for you. But now, Chief, don't get your words wrong. More than being too much for us, it's the police itself that can't act, right? All those influential persons invited, and moreover the substantial organizer, that Chairman Hartman. There's no way they could act. Unless there's danger for the civilians, the Bracer Guild can't act either. Does it mean that no one can touch them? Nevertheless, you weren't the only one thinking that it's mortifying. Especially the first crime division. Every year they feel like grinding their teeth. If it was an inhuman meeting, they'd be charging it at all costs before the guild acted itself. But it seems that, aside from being black, it's just a gorgeous party. In practice, if you end up laying a hand on them poorly, the chance that the support section could be crushed is high. Therefore, just for this time, I too must stop you. That's the gist of it. Huh. Good grief. I won't tell you to accept it. However, sometimes it's necessary to make sure for yourselves what you can do and how far you can go faces up reality. Then, unless you don't forget that regret, one day a chance will come for sure. You mustn't give up, eh? I understand. We will stop meddling in regards to this matter. Lloyd. Mr. Lloyd. Good ideos, really? Thus, the third day of the anniversary festival passed. Tio has passed, an unknown story of his brother, the hacker called Kitty, the detailed information regarding Revache, and then the black auction, like it was the embodiment of Crossbell's injustices. With all of this spinning around inside his head before he noticed Lloyd fell asleep. After all these scenes, I'm hoping right here we're going to be given some reprieve. Lloyd, hey. Hey, wake up. It's already time for the meeting. Good morning, Elie. Why are you here?
Ohayo, Lloyd.
In case you're wondering what she said there was good morning, Lloyd. Because you didn't wake up, I came to check on you. After all, you probably couldn't go to sleep due to think about the many things in the evening. Did you see through me? Elie, you seem fine. If I were to lose heart for such a thing, I would never finish. Moreover, maybe I had noticed in some respects. The possibility that the secret party being held in Crossbell is going to be something shady. However, it seems that the probability of being a mere rumor is high, right? I don't want to feel guilty or having regrets anymore. Elie. Therefore, now I decide to honestly react to the chagrin and the sense of guilt. They're the chief's words, but I think those will become my strength. I see. Alright. Elie, if you put your feelings behind you and moved on to that extent, I can't hesitate to. I'm gonna change immediately, so wait for me on the first floor. Alright. Since breakfast is ready, let's have the meeting while eating. Thank you. Elie, your doubts seem to have gone away since we spoke previously. Yes, I can't be beaten. It's also the 4th day of the anniversary festival. Seems that today too is going to be busy. So, neat fact, I think this is actually the halfway point in the game. Alright, let's begin our duties for the 4th day. We must check if new support requests have come. Right, today there's going to be the parade inside the city. Conversely, it seems there are even tourists who extend their trips going here and there in the outskirts. It seems many requests came in, like lost articles, missing children, and so on. Honestly, such cases are too many to take care of them all. Should be fine to pursue what we can do within our limits, right? That's right. And as per usual, we will look at these before we call it quits. So, missing tourists is urgent. From Gofan, I don't remember him offhand. Oh, is he from the Red Dragon Inn or whatever? Tourist couple stayed at my place last night. There's no sign of them. Please help me find them. Looks like they entered a dangerous place we villagers never go. Can't do anything. Please hurry to Armorica village in Ash Tree. Okay. Theft investigation. Anyway, Crossbelt Merchant Association. Serial thief is targeting the anniversary festival food stands. We request the arrest of the criminal. Please hurry to the Merchant Association in the Waterfront Park. Wanted monster, East Crossbelt Highway. Ferocious monster, Bubbly Scissors. What? Is that like the mole thing or something? Spot on East Crossbelt Highway. Measures against blind and sleep should be taken. Duly noted. And then we can see that the famous views thing is starting to shrink in duration. So this has to be done before this, but I'm going to do this also, just to get it out of the way. This has to be done before whatever happens for the second half of the day. I was wondering if they had any comments, but they don't, so I'm good to call it quits here. Running time for this video is already over an hour. We'll see what it's like after I cut everything out. I'm